So the story of this women's gauntlet match was that Shotzi Blackheart was basically put on a very spirited performance as she ripped through 4 people before getting to Dakota, basically getting derailed by Dakota Kai. Shotzi debuts a new finishing maneuver here. So she does that. She's used the big senton before, but she debuted a weird submission thing where she sort of chicken wings the arms. Yeah, and then flips herself over them as they're sort of sat down into like a bridge, and then it's very, very awkward for them to tap out, and very awkward for them to then get out of afterwards.
Totally, yeah. And then she did the original version of that on Xia Li, and just kind of kept the chicken winging of the arms. And then on Aaliyah, she chicken winged it, but then she grabbed the 2 arms and then stretched the arms out straight behind her and like made them touch. It was like, oh god. I quite like it. It's unique at the very least. It's very, when she locks that in, you know that is a Shotzi submission finisher that she is locking in. That's something that people will pop for when there's a crowd. That's something that people will pop for. They go, oh, it's that submission. It's very, very recognizable. It looks like it would hurt if it was put in, so it might be a little bit contrived, but it looks like it hurts, so I'm all right with it. I like it.
Yeah, it can't be more contrived than the chiropractor, can it, as a finisher? So, like, yeah, I think it has that sort of Shotzi look of like it needs to be something very different. Like it needs to be sort of unorthodox and a bit weird, and I think that fits her character quite well. And I think also this spot fit her quite well. Like this will stick you in at number 1. Like you've gone up against some of the biggest names in NXT already in your very short tenure in this thing. You've not really won a lot of matches, but you do have a tank and you do have a lot of gusto behind you. And this was kind of the proof of that. Like she quite handily beat Gianna Perazzo. She had trouble with Xia Li. She started to fade around Aaliyah, but managed to pull it out, and then quickly dispatched of Kaden Carter. But then Dakota Kai comes down, and obviously Raquel Gonzalez helps make the difference in the Dakota Kai fight. But Shotzi, even as Raquel Gonzalez was attempting to make the difference, Shotzi still got out of that. That just bought Kai enough time to kick her in the face and hit the go-to kick, which is the worst name move. Chiropractor.
Genuinely, like the worst. When I heard the commentators be like, oh, setting up for the go-to kick, I was like, come again?
Yeah.
What?
I know we've named a YouTube channel Parts Fun Known, but like we were going for a like it's so bad it's good kind of thing, and maybe it's successful, maybe it's not. But go to kick is definitely shooting for that same goal, and I don't think that's worked either.
At least Parts Fun Known is a pun of sorts. It's got parts unknown with fun thrown in it. Go to kick is literally like, oh, it's a go to sleep, but you kick them, so go to kick.
And you do get to say you're hailing from Parts Fun Known, so it does make sense.
Right? Yeah, it's just better on every level. Something that I really liked about this match as well is it made me kind of realize for a second how well fleshed out the women's division is, because even though really none of the people in the match, bar Dakota Kai, are really in that kind of upper echelon of women's talent in NXT, it really made me realize, like, how cool is it that NXT has a women's division where you have upper and lower and mid-carders rather than, like, women? That's your division. It's really cool that you have people who are, you know, like...
Oh, well, Raw's got two tiers. What are you talking about? Raw's got everyone else and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you people got like Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai, Tegan Nox, Candice LeRae, Mia Yim. They're all the, you know, the upper echelon, the upper mid-carders to main eventers of this women's division. And then you've got the kind of the people in this match, bar Dakota Kai, who I think is kind of on that cusp between the two. But kind of everyone else in this match, this was a women's undercard gauntlet match, which I thought was great. It showcases all these people off. It helps build some more stars, and it's a really good women's division. I just really, I really liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was also like shout out to Sam Roberts on commentary as well, who did a really good job. I thought this week. I liked him. I liked him playing the heel. I liked the heel.
See, I think there was a line for me. It's like, I think he did good sometimes, and other times I was like, okay, shut up now. You're just being annoying for the sake of being annoying. I think something that Nigel McGuinness, I think, does it really well, where he'll side with the heels, but he always has a point to it. He always makes sense, even when he's defending the heels. where like Sam Roberts would come up with a line being like, "Oh yeah, Dakota Kai's." Oh no, who was it? Sorry, it was Aaliyah. She's the only person who deserves a second chance in this match. It's like, what? You're just saying things to side with heel.
Just winding people up. I thought he had some funny jokes though. I thought, which was what was the it was the one about Kushida that I really enjoyed, where he said, Kushida came in with all this promise, and I don't think he's actually proved it as he takes on the koala challenge because he jumped into like a choke. There were some good little calls in there. I don't like, as a first time thing, I thought that was it was a good showing, and added to the kind of unit, because I think like, what was it last week? It was Saxton and Phillips.
Wasn't
it?
And
that was dry.
Yeah, that wasn't great. Yeah, it wasn't great.
So I think he at least added an edge to the commentary team that was desperately needed last week, where someone was at least going to say something that might spark the other person to show an emotion. And I think that was important. So this gauntlet match was a lot of fun. I think Shotzi, when everything starts up again, I think Shotzi is going to get a big push, because she showed herself to be very popular before everything went to. I was going to swear there, but I won't swear because otherwise people will have to bleep it. So
correct.
Yeah, so everything went down the pan, and I think when everything returns, I think she's going to be primed to sort of get a really big underdog rising up the card to a good position, because I think every time they have made her lose, it's been against somebody really good or somebody who is cheating. She's not really lost particularly clean. So I think they are saving her for something special.